Slalom Roller Coaster. As one of the less than 20 built-in house roller coasters in the world, Slalom is certainly unique. From the weird but fun spiral lift hill, the Vekoma style looking steel track, and wild mouse feeling cars, Slalom is a blend of everything to make a unique roller coaster. But is it any good? Find out in this review. Pattaya Park Beach Resort houses a hotel and an observation tower, a water park, and a small amusement park called Funny Land. But the prize for any roller coaster enthusiast is the built-in house Slalom Roller Coaster. This coaster was one of 4 built-in house roller coasters built by the hotel owner of Pattaya Park Beach Resort. 2 similar coasters to Slalom, yes, same name, and Tornado opened at Wonder World Extreme Park and are still technically standing but not operating, even though the park has been closed since it flooded in 2012. Funnyland had a second roller coaster that was supposed to be paired with Slalom, a reverse freefall coaster that would have been the third of that type ever constructed. However, due to the intensity of the launch and various other safety factors, Formula One was never able to open to the public, but does still hold a place in roller coaster lore. Walking up to Slalom Roller Coaster might make you think you're in an abandoned amusement park, with the overgrown shrubbery, rundown rides, and graveyard scraps that litter the area around the coaster. After seeing the park have more people and a little more life in it later in the day, I feel that maybe adding gravel to the paths, cleaning up the leaves, and hiding most of the broken down rides is all that would really be needed to get Funnyland looking good again. But some places in Thailand just aren't as concerned with appearances. So this is what we get. The roller coaster requires at least 2 riders, so single riders will have to find someone to pair up with. A difficult task, especially since not that many people are riding the coaster to begin with. The reason for this seems to be that the coaster is a valley risk. Even in my rides with my wife, we had an employee ride with us to make the train heavier. The roller coaster costs 100 baht for a Thai national and 200 baht or $6 for foreigners. The operators were letting people go for a free extra lap while I was there, which seemed to make the price slightly more reasonable. Sadly, no unlimited pass was available, as I would have loved to keep riding this coaster to really get a good feel of how good it is. Slalom has lap bar style restraints that come down vertically to wedge you into place. I had no problems with these restraints, but it did dig into my wife's side, causing her to have some pain there for the rest of the day. So just be careful it isn't too tight or being pressed too much into your body. Slalom starts off with a super unique spiral lift hill. This lift hill takes you up when the rotating center catches the outstretched arm of your car and guides you to the top. This setup causes a fair amount of jerkiness on the ascent, which is really enjoyable. My only complaint is that the ride doesn't pause right before the first drop, so you do not have time to take in the great view of the water park and beach that welcomes you at the top. The first 2 drops are very solid drops. These deliver a solid punch like you'd expect from a very solid drop on a wild mouse-like coaster. The second drop, being slightly bigger while going down the hill, also gives you a nice punch that ones up the first drop. Honestly, I feel these drops were scarier than any of the beyond vertical drops on Eurofighters that I've been on, and a solid way to compare just how good these drops are. Now, Slalom fades out. Looking at this coaster, one probably thinks, if those turns offer a nice feeling and those final bunny hills have airtime, this could be a solid coaster. But they don't. The best remaining element is the G-forces pushing you down in the valleys. Slalom simply crawls through these wave turn elements, so you get no airtime or forces on the turns. And then the bunny hills are taken too slowly to offer any airtime as well. As beautiful as slalom is to look at, the disappointing slowness of these elements takes what should be a very solid coaster and makes it just an okay one. So, how good is the Slalom Roller Coaster? With the quality of drops in the lift hill, I want to put this on par with Eurofighters like Daredevil Dive and Iron Shark. Daredevil Dive even lacks additional enjoyable elements if you ride it before it warms up for the day. Ultimately though, I place Slalom right below Poltergeist, but ahead of Runaway Mountain. With its uniqueness, Slalom has every opportunity to be a truly special roller coaster. And I would still suggest it for any roller coaster enthusiast in Thailand or Pattaya, but it just falls short of being a truly beautiful roller coaster. What are your thoughts on this unique coaster? Let me know. And as always, Kapkun Krap.